Hey, good morning. You come on, just hit the chat so I can see who's there and respond. But I'm gonna live stream. My family might come in and out. You may hear dogs barking and people talking. So as long as you are okay with that, I'm okay to live stream with a microphone here. So what I'm showing you right now is this is my normal setup. This is what I like to day trade in natural gas, and I have it set up for a 5-day look back, 15 minutes. And then these arrows are from software that we wrote, and we call it our day trading money machine. It's a nice signal, and I'm West Coast, so I don't usually use these signals here, but I have it turned off from when the market opens at 3 p.m. my time until around 10 p.m. my time. This is, you can see the Asian markets are usually pretty flat, and then I don't usually trade here because I'm sleeping, but I look for the first trade once I'm awake, and I take the trade on these arrows here, and it doesn't matter, sometimes you get chopped out, that's the nature of the game, but I usually take the arrow, and I have one exception to that, is when if you get a 5-day low or a 5-day high, you fade it, and so I took the long here, and then 2 bars later we got a buy signal, and then here this red, and you'll see red and green small arrows. This is pretty much saying the move got extended, and not necessarily to short it, but to close your long trade. And what we've been dealing with here, and we dealt with this yesterday too, is that this volatility channel line here has been resistance. It's been banging on it, banging on it, banging on it, and it needs to get through if we're going to get to the next level, which would be in this area here. So we're just going to have to wait and see. Not sure what it's going to do, but you got to be you just got to be flexible and let it do its thing. So that's on the natural gas side. I'll flip through and look at some crypto charts here too right now. And then I never want to steal Phil's thunder, from his room, but I have cryptos that I'm just holding, and then I have a little stash I like to trade. And the trade I like to do the most is actually on the short side, and I have a signal that we're working on programming it right now. I'm just trying to work out some smoothings on it, but I like to short Stellar against Bitcoin when it gets on top of its channel, and I get confirmation here on my money flow indicators. So you took a short here yesterday, and you hit the moving average, you cover. I was sleeping through all of this, but this would have been another area to short. And it's just a really nice thing. Stellar's actually doing fairly well against Bitcoin on a short term. I'm trading on the 15-minute basis here, so but I just like to scalp it, and at 2.5 times leverage, you get a 10 or 12% move. You're looking at 25-30% of the capital that you invest in it. It's been a very reliable trade, and this is a trade I'll definitely put more into if I think Bitcoin is going to have any kind of selling. These small altcoins will just get crushed. So and let me just go to the daily here, and see the nice thing here on the daily too. It had a nice pop here, retrace this pop here, and now I'm going to see if it fails. If it fails before it goes up, then I think we're going to get a really nice move down in Stellar. So I like to take this trade. It has some really nice moves in it for us. Let me just flip through the coins here real fast. BCH is top of its channel here. Bitcoin is consolidating on highs. Phil's view is we're above 17.3 area is you know, which we're pretty much right around, is that we're looking at 21 to 25. CME comes online. Phil feels it's bullish, and Phil knows what he's talking about, so I'm positioned accordingly. I'm out of my Ethereum, out of my Litecoin. Everything's back into Bitcoin for the next move higher. So, oh yeah, this one here is Bitcoin against gold. Pretty interesting. So Bitcoin is just crushing gold. This is just amazing. And this is another thing, because I trade energy a lot too. So this is the price of oil against the oil producers, and that's why I'm long energy names, because I think they've been sacrificing natural gas and sacrificing the explorers and buying oil. That trade is coming off right now, so it's leaning towards the explorers again. Here's Dash. Top of the channel. A lot of stuff got pushed to the top of the channel. It's going to be really interesting to see. Ethereum to Bitcoin is getting to a point where it's probably going to get overbought here pretty soon. This is just an amazing move. You know, I sold the last of mine at 630, and look at it, shop another $100. Okay, following gold. I think gold's going to turn here, so we took positions in dust, and I think you know, they're not getting the inflation they want, so they're not going to keep raising interest rates. They can put us into a depression. So I think it's gonna lift the commodities they've been suppressing, like gold and natural gas and the ilk and the miners, of course. Here's IOTA. It's consolidating on highs too. Here's Litecoin against Bitcoin. What an amazing move. I think it's a little bit overdone. Look at this, and this is the one I've been following too. It just blew through 400% of its Fibonacci move from its our last buy signal, which was there. NEO has a double top. Will it break out or will it come back down? Looks constructive. Looks constructive against Bitcoin, but getting a little overbought too. Here's Stellar against Bitcoin. We just talked about that one. Here's Stellar against the dollar. Oh, getting a little toppy here. Here's Vertcoin, not doing much against Bitcoin. It's riding the top of its channel. Looks like it's setting up again. And Ripple just had a huge move too. It's like everybody's playing catch up this week. That's an amazing move on Ripple. And let's see here. That's it for that. So let me flip through onto the equities here. So here's one that that hit my screen, BCRX. We had a nice trade on it last, but I guess just a couple days ago, and so it ripped up. We got out, and it's setting up again, a little bull flag. So if you guys like any biotech plays, this one looks pretty decent. Okay, this is VVIX. This is the volatility of volatility starting to pick up. See what happens there. And then I'm going to flip over to the daily here for SPY. And so one of the things that I watch for here is we sell income credit spreads, is that I have a program here that tells me when a certain distance has run over a certain amount of days, that it's time for it to consolidate or pull back. So after the announcement today with Yellen, I'm going to go ahead and sell some call spreads for next Friday on SPY. I try to do 1 or 2 of these a week, and the trade has high expectations for full profits. So, and that's pretty much it for some things I'm looking at now. It's going to be pretty boring here until later in the day. I'm going to flip back to the natural gas chart here. So it's consolidating. Usually when Europe has been closing, they've been selling this thing off really hard. I think the selling is ending. Whoever it was that has been forced to sell has sold. So now we're just going to wait to see if I get a sell signal here. You know, where it's going to sit in relation to the this last buy. And then we're going to go to the chop time now. And typically between 9 and 9:30, they've been selling it off too. So we'll see if we get a little change in character with the market. So that's pretty much what I'm looking at from the market standpoint. And if you guys have any questions, ask them. If not, I'll pop this thing off and I'll come back after the announcement at 2 p.m. today. Okay, I'll circle back a little bit later today. So thanks for listening. I just thought I'd throw it out there. People always have questions about our signals and our charts and stuff like that. That's what I'm looking at. That's what I'm doing. So enjoy.